The hum of the cargo. The hum of the cargo plane was a lullaby that did little to soothe Anya's nerves. This was it, her first solo mission, and a doozy. Infiltrate America, gather intel on their new cyber warfare capabilities, and get out. Simple on paper. In reality, it felt like being dropped into a lion's den with nothing but a whisper and a prayer. She'd spent months training, mastering accents, memorizing blueprints, and learning to blend. Her ad handlers had drilled it into her. Invisibility was her greatest weapon. Be a ghost, the shadow, a ripple in the water that no one notices. The drop was smooth, a silent parachute descent into a remote patch of forest. The air was crisp, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth. Her contact point was a disused ranger station, a place where she'd retrieve her fabricated identity and initial funds. The station was as expected, dusty and forgotten, a perfect hiding place. Inside, a small worn briefcase sat on a table. Her new life awaited. A driver's license, a credit card, a plausible backstory. Anya Petrova, a freelance journalist with an interest in technological advancements. Her first week was a blur of careful observation. She navigated the bustling streets of Silicon Valley, a city that pulsed with innovation and ambition. She frequented coffee shops, libraries, and tech conferences, her eyes and ears open. The sheer scale of American technology was breathtaking, overwhelming. Data flowed like a river, and she felt like a tiny boat trying to navigate its currents. She managed to get a temporary position as an administrative assistant at a mid-sized tech firm, a company with rumoured ties to defence contracts. The work was mundane, but it gave her access. She spent her days filing, answering phones, and her nights poring over encrypted files on a hidden USB drive, painstakingly piecing together fragments of information. The cyber warfare program was more advanced than her country had anticipated, capable of disabling critical infrastructure with chilling efficiency. Her handlers were pleased with her progress, sending back coded messages of encouragement. But the pressure was mounting. The longer she stayed, the greater the risk of exposure. She felt the eyes of the world on her, even though she knew it was just paranoia. One evening, while working late at the office, she stumbled upon a heavily encrypted server. Her heart pounded. This was it, the core of the operation. She worked feverishly, her fingers flying across the keyboard, bypassing security protocols with practiced ease. Just as she was about to download the crucial data, the office lights flickered on. A stern-faced man in a dark suit stood in the doorway, flanked by 2 armed guards. Anya froze, her blood running cold. She'd been too bold, too greedy. The invisibility cloak had slipped. "Miss Petrova," the man said, his voice devoid of emotion. "We've been expecting you." The next few hours were a brutal interrogation. They knew everything. her real name, her country, her mission. They showed her satellite images of her parachute jump, recordings of her encrypted communications. Her carefully constructed facade had crumbled, leaving her exposed and vulnerable. She tried to resist, to deny, but their evidence was irrefutable. They offered her a choice: cooperate and face a lighter sentence, or refuse and face the full wrath of American justice. Anya, a patriot to her core, refused to betray her country, even in her hour of defeat. Instead of a prison cell, she found herself in a sterile room, facing a panel of grim-faced officials. They weren't interested in prosecution. They had a different plan. "Your country has disavowed you, Miss Petrova," the lead official stated, his words like ice. "They believe you are a rogue agent, a liability. We have no official record of your existence in their service." The words hit Anya like a physical blow. Disavowed, abandoned. Her country, the one she had served with unwavering loyalty, had cut her loose. They had deemed her expendable. "We are offering you a new life," the official continued, a hint of a smile playing on his lips. "A chance to disappear, to become someone else. We have no interest in returning you to your handlers, but we will not allow you to operate freely either." Anya was given a choice. She could accept their offer of a new identity, a new life in a remote corner of the world, forever looking over her shoulder. Or she could face the consequences of her failed mission, a fate she knew would be far worse. She chose the former. The sting of betrayal was a constant ache, a bitter reminder of her ambition and her country's ruthlessness.